The Syrian Arab Army, SAA, the Tiger forces and their allies are about to achieve a stunning and rapid victory in their battle against Hayat Tahrir al-Sham and their allies in southern Syria. Over the past few days, government forces have liberated over 15 settlements in the eastern and western countryside of Daraa and forced some group of militants to accept a surrender agreement. According to the Syrian state media, at least 10 villages, Tisiyah, Maaraba, al-Samaqiyat, Smad, Samj, Khatula, Elemtaih, al-Taebah, al-Daraa, and Jamrin almost signed the reconciliation agreement, and militants starting preparing for surrender. Militants in the town of Bosra al-Sham already started surrendering weapons. At the same time, the so-called moderate opposition in the town of Tafas have pledged allegiance to the ISIS-linked Khalid al-Walid army. The Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, have deployed additional armored and artillery forces, including battle tanks, in the occupied Golan Heights near the contact line with Syria. Israel claimed that the additional forces were deployed solely to respond to potential incidents and that the IDF will continue to insist on the principle of non-involvement in what is happening in Syria. Meanwhile, in reality, the Israeli forces have repeatedly targeted forces of the Damascus government in southern and central Syria, describing these strikes as a defensive measure. It is interesting to note that many of the strikes took place during important battles between the SAA and terrorist groups. Syrian and local sources say that the IDF is preparing to carry out more strikes amid the ongoing SAA anti-terrorist operation in the province of Daraa and Quneitra. While such strikes cause a new round of the Syrian-Israeli tensions, they will not likely influence the strategic situation in these provinces in any way, because militant defense forces have already collapsed. If Israeli forces continue striking SAA troops, attacking the Khalid al-Walid army near the occupied Golan Heights, the international audience will easily find out that Israel is encouraging ISIS in the area and using the terrorist group to create a buffer zone there.